So a little while back, I had one of my regular MBOC Q&A calls where Maryland business owners can just jump on board and ask me anything about their business when it comes to marketing. And this woman named Christina jumped on. She came in to start a women's clothing business. She had ideas about a retail store, a studio space, student ambassadors, live shows, the whole thing. And I'm sitting there listening to her and I'm thinking, these ideas actually aren't bad at all. Every single idea is actually really good. But problem is, she's about to make the same mistake that kills most new businesses before they even start. She's trying to build the whole thing at once before she's proven any of it actually works. So what you're about to watch is me walking her through exactly how she should think about all of this. How to test a business idea the right way, where to actually find your customers, how to run your first event without burning cash, and which platforms are actually worth your time in 2026 if you're selling physical products. And here's the thing, it doesn't matter if you're in fashion, food, services, whatever. The principles are exactly the same. By the end of this call, Christina had a completely different plan. And honestly, a much better one. Let's get into it. Hey, Christina, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I'm also good. Can't complain. What can we do for you, Christina?
I heard this PT is about the media strategy, and I'm about to start my business related to the e-commerce. So I want to know some information about the e-commerce strategy.
Okay. E-commerce strategy. Gotcha. What type of e-commerce store are you looking to run?
I'm not sure, so that's the thing I'm comfortable today.
Okay, gotcha. So there's many ways that you can definitely run an e-commerce store. There's many ways that you can go as well too. So in order for me to make sure I can really help you best, so that I can make sure I can give you very much tailored advice, can you walk me through your thoughts in terms of what you're thinking about e-commerce, why e-commerce, and what exactly made you interested in e-commerce specifically?
Actually, nowadays I'm thinking about to launch kind of the retail women's apparels, like maybe around the college park.
Okay.
And because I did some research around the college park, there are not so many like the women's boutique store. So I think maybe that's kind of the potential opportunity for me. And also I have the research about the women's apparels. So I see maybe there is a chance for me to do that, and also combined with the online sales, because nowadays for the young people, they are very embracing for the social media.
Yeah.
So like maybe for some university students, they can also give me some ideas about I don't know. So yeah. So
I'm sorry.
sorry.
No, I'm
Yeah.
sorry. Yeah, no, keep going.
Yeah. So my idea is the retail combined with the online.
Got it. I love that a lot.
Yeah.
I love
Do
that
you
a lot
think?
for you.
Yeah. Do you think that is a good idea?
It is. It is. The thing is, to be honest, there's no, the way I see it, there's no such thing as a bad business idea. Well, mostly no such thing as a bad business idea, as long as you can market it correctly. So
Yeah,
it's
that's true.
so it's the marketing component here that I'm really thinking about for you. And I'm thinking, okay, so retail and online.
Yes.
What I can see really working here is, have you thought of, are you, just to confirm, are you looking to only sell to people within the college park and neighboring areas? Or are you looking to just sell like location wise, nationwide? Like what locations are you looking to serve specifically?
Yeah, definitely for the retail part is target for the college students in Maryland, and the online part is definitely like the nationwide that I can maybe do the live show or something like that, and uh, to sell the clothes around the nations.
Oh, I love that. Tell me more about the live show.
I heard about nowadays like the different apps like the TikTok, the whatnot, and even like for the women's clothes, like the Depart and the Poshmark. Nowadays, a lot of like the online, this kind of online apps, they offer the live show. So I think that's also a good idea that I can use this kind of apps to have with my business.
I love that for you. I love that for you. I really like that idea.
Yeah.
Okay. What, how much, as well to, in terms of investment, are you looking to put into your marketing campaigns in order to bring you this business, to attract these people to you?
I think at the beginning, like probably I need to invest a little bit more about like the marketing this part. So and also I'm prepared. Maybe the first 2 or 3 months, maybe I'm losing the money and I didn't get so many like profits. So I know about that, but also I want to like control my risk like as the lowest. So
Yeah.
maybe at the beginning, I just want to like do kind of the pre-trial sales. Like it's not like the wholesales. Maybe the clothes maybe 50 pieces or something like that.
Okay. 50 pieces of, um, is it 50 pieces of each, like in terms of like maybe tops, bottoms, and stuff like that? Or when you say 50 pieces, do you mean 50 pieces as a whole in terms of all the clothes that you're gonna get?
Okay, I want to share more about my business plan is for the products like I'm focused on more like the
Mm,
tops and the tops dress and also the the matching sets and
mm,
also like the purse too.
mm.
So it will be uh I think maybe these four products like the
Okay.
tops, the dress, matching sets, and also the purse. So that's
Okay.
where my focus.
Okay.
For the pants, or maybe a little bit, but it's not my like because the different people have different size,
Mm,
so I feel like I couldn't control too much about that part because for the
mm,
tops, like for the t-shirts and the hoodies,
mm.
uh, I I normally like just focus on middle size to maybe extra large size.
Okay. So medium to extra large. You don't want to have any smalls, extra smalls in there?
No,
No. Okay.
yeah.
Okay. Christina, what what would you say? I totally understand. I totally understand you, and I agree with you as well too, in terms of controlling the costs and stuff in the beginning.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of a way where you can test this, because I see that you sound like a very level-headed woman, which is what I'm really liking. You're approaching this very methodically.
Yeah.
Um,
Thank you.
if I'm not mistaken, you're trying to find a way that you can test this idea
Yeah, exactly.
to make sure this actually works before you invest more. So you're just trying to like invest just only the minimum amount needed before, and you want to make sure it works before you actually go the further mile. Is that correct?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay. So in terms of the retail, with the retail, that is like brick and mortar. That is you like having a shop to sell.
Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
that's right.
Okay. So based off of everything, this is, I guess, one last question. Would you say, especially in this first, because from what I understand, you're trying to do this testing for between the first 1 to 3 months. Is that correct?
Kind of, yeah.
Kind of. Okay. What would you say is your testing time that you want to put to this, that I want to test to see if this works or not?
I mean, because nowadays it's like the summertime, and also a lot of university students, they are already like go on vacation, or they are not in the university. So probably like for the retail nowadays is not real for me so far. So maybe I can maybe recent months I can more focused on the online part. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm glad you said that, and I agree. So in terms of testing this, from everything you showed me so far, I wouldn't do retail just yet. I honestly wouldn't do retail just yet. If, to be honest, if I was you personally, for me, I wouldn't do retail now, because if you do retail, you're going to now also bring in heavier, consistent costs. That is you like having a brick and mortar storefront and everything of that sort. Whereas, as you said, online sales, everybody has gravitated towards online more. People still go walking around and all, but I'm worried about that. It's not that it's a bad idea. It's just especially starting out, I'm worried for you to take that step, simply because, for example, the malls that we even have within the Maryland area and stuff is slowly, the foot traffic there is slowly declining. People rather want to shop online with their convenience than go and hunt to look for these clothes and stuff. And sometimes they won't find something their size, but they can find it online easily. So I love the aspect that you said, like the live shows, which is like live streams. We talk about live streams, Instagram, Facebook, live streams, but TikTok is like the easiest way for you to test it. So my honest recommendation is you get those 50 pieces. You get them 50 pieces. I'm also understanding why, because the 50 pieces, because I'm also in the US, people are more like the bigger end than the smaller end as well too. So I get that aspect as well. Is that why you're going for the medium to extra large without no smalls?
From what I'm understanding, like also like I don't know. Maybe I think I probably just my perspective. I feel like there are not so many like a small size demand. Or will you agree with me, or you have different idea?
No, you're honestly saying that there's not many small sized people in the US, because the US is people that are more like, bigger. But there are some people that are small. There are like enough people that are small. So I would recommend maybe you do some research angle on that, because the thing is, the people that tend to be small, like for example, my lady, she is like she's 5 foot, she's 5'8", and all, and she has an athletic build, but she normally, for her top part, she normally wears like small, and the max is medium. So it could be out, like, and I know for her, people like her, like the way they look matters so much. I know for women the way they look matters a lot, but the people that are, I see the people that are small tend to spend even more as well too on luxurious looks and stuff. So I think it'll be an angle. right now I'm honestly just speaking from also perspective, but it's an assumption. I'm not sure. So it'll be something interesting for you to research to see if
Yeah.
that's actually an angle. But I think medium to extra large as well too is also good. So this is what I recommend for you, Christina. I would honestly recommend your
Yeah.
testing phase. You start with TikTok and TikTok live streams. That's it.
TikTok.
Yeah.
Okay.
TikTok live streams and selling the live streams. What I'll do is, if I was you, I'll go on TikTok like today, create an account on TikTok today, go scrolling and searching. You will see people live streams, how they're selling, how they are selling on the live streams, like the way they're going about it. See how people are engaging with them, how people are buying with them, all of that. You will see all of those. Then right from there, you'll understand, you'll be able to understand and know how the people that are selling and selling the best are also like going with the live streams. Definitely do some research as well too in terms of how to sell best on live streams when it comes to TikTok. But look for data, like data where people have sold the most. Literally, you can use any AI, tell them that, like for example, my favorite is Claude, or Gemini, and then you just tell them that, like what is the data in terms of the live stream sales from TikTok, and who has done it best, and how did they do it to make sure that really came about. And Christina, if you don't mind me asking, what is your country of origin? Are you like are you from Asia? Like, are you from China?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I'm from Asia. So
Perfect. Okay. Is it China or Korea?
yeah, I'm from China.
China. Perfect. So the Chinese market, you guys are the ones that started it in terms of like the live streams, live streaming and selling stuff way before it came to the US. You guys were well ahead of it. So there are many things that Chinese do that are well ahead of trends when it comes to like over time before it comes to the Western world. So I'll also say that you should definitely take a chance to look at the apps in China and see the way people are also selling on those live streams, and what you can also add to your live streams that is still not here and different, and will bring a real new type of feeling and experience to your live streams. And you do that. If you're able to do that, and then you just test it for the first, from every single day, like Monday to Monday, literally maybe 2 to 4 hours live stream, just testing and everything. I'm sure you will have to set up a TikTok shop account, which will also make things easier. You just do that for like 1 to 3 months. You will know by then if this works or not. And to be honest, once you do that, I don't even think you may need a retail shop. What you can do, if anything, is you can probably run like a campaign, like an ads campaign to the College Park area. And once students are back, saying like, back to school sale, or something for like, students specifically, if you're in the College Park area going to University of Maryland, and you want to like like get this, come and use this coupon when you come into our website, and then you get a 15% discount, you get a 20% discount, or you'll be able to buy this, and then you get this and this and this in addition, just to stuff like that. Yeah. So like discounts, promos, and stuff to really help you. But that is honestly where I stand. I don't think you should complicate it by getting a retail place yet. Really start the way you don't spend too much is the live streams, as you were saying. And then right from there, the live streams are picking up. Just through that alone, you'll be able to make lots of money. It's just that you're going to be spending lots of time doing it instead of money. So which is okay for a good trade-off, especially when you're beginning. But after that traction happens, then you can definitely put together a campaign for students or for people, especially with like, with buying power. Because the thing is with students as college students, they're normally broke. They don't have much money to spend. Yeah. So I always rather like to go for people that actually have the power to spend, so that way I know when I'm investing maybe $20 a day into my spend, I can get maybe $50 back, so that I can keep on growing my campaign. But yeah, what do you think of that? At least that whole idea.
Yeah, thank you so much. I think that idea is totally kind of what I expected, because
Mm,
nowadays, like the retail is like kind of difficult nowadays. And also you mentioned for the students, like the purchase power, they
mhm.
are compared with other, maybe the women's, they are mid 30s or 40s or
Yeah.
even older, they have more like the purchase power. So
Yes.
that's also a good idea. But
Mm,
at that moment, what I'm seeing is that for the local like university students, my clothing is like a target for them too, because
mm.
I want to sell to like too expensive. But
Okay.
also I have like the fashion approach, like a kind of catering to the young
Okay.
students.
Okay.
So I also like kind of uh doing the research about what kind of the people I am targeting at. But
Mm,
for the online, that is totally different. The target people you need to think about. So here is a question for you. So
mm,
what you suggest for like online business for the women's
mm.
for me? So what kind of the group you suggest?
I would say go for the group that you'll be able to sell to the easiest, the group that will be able to give you the most money, because that is what will fund the entire business, right? So
Mhm,
especially in the beginning, you want to go for the people that will be able to like actually pay you what you want to get paid.
mhm,
Once you show them the value and how good and wonderful this dress or this matching set and stuff will look, that would definitely be the play there. Because if you went for example, if you went for a college student, because I like the aspect of when you put it for like women between the ages of 30 or 30 and above, like
mhm,
knowing that yes, they have the purchasing power more. They've got life figured out. They've got things going for them. They know how things are. They have that purchasing power. If you compare that to college
mhm,
students, the way you get college students, if it is something cute, nice, and cheap, that
mhm,
is the best thing. You don't want to
mhm,
focus on that, especially at the beginning when you're trying
mhm,
to like get money and revenue in from the business to take care of your costs so they can be profitable, versus this group of people here that will be able to pay a little bit more to
mhm,
get those same outfits or even better or mature looking outfits or whatever. So I would definitely say definitely go for the people with more purchasing power so that can fund the business. And then you can, through that, you can now test an aspect of what exactly will work best for these college students today as well too, where you will still be profitable, because that will be the challenge. The challenge won't be gaining interest from the college student. The
mhm,
the challenge will be making money, well, more so making profits from the college students, not even revenue, but profits, where they'll be able to afford and keep coming in droves all the way through.
That's a good idea, and thank you for your suggestion too. And also another thing I'm thinking about the college park is that, in the universities they have like the different clubs, like maybe for the dancing clubs or other kind of events groups. Maybe I can like work with the universities, like kind of organizations, and even in the future, I can kind of sponsor them, and they can help me to propaganda my brand or my clothes stores. So that's also why I'm considering about the college park
Mm,
too. So I would also like thinking about like as you mentioned, definitely nowadays I will focus on the online side,
mm,
like for do the live show like the TikTok, but also I want to like maybe around the college park I want to have kind of the studio, like kind of a clothing studio that
mm,
I can like do my clothings like a showcase, and also
mm,
like for uh I know now young people they are more smart, and also they
mm,
are very like the embracing the technology, and also some people they love to like use the different like the apps to kind of the show off. And for me, I think that's also kind of the human resource. So I can like maybe hire some students maybe for the part-time, and they can help me to run the show to do that. So I want to like have kind of a studio like the clothing and the place, and also at the same time they can also help me to maybe even they are like kind of my employee, but also if they need like they say your clothes is also very beautiful and I want to buy from you, and also they can like recommendations to other people, and so that's also kind of my idea. So how do you think?
I like that. I like that a lot. I do think though, Christina, that you need to walk before you run.
For
Because
sure.
yeah, right. Because the thing is, it's great ideas, and I really, really like it. I really like it a lot. The thing that I want you to at least first focus on is really just proving the business model first, and that it's profitable. Because anybody can generate revenue, but over 90% of businesses in America are not profitable. So that is the part where you really have to like fix. I love the idea of partnering up with the student organizations. I would not say go through the school. If you try and go through, and by the school I mean going to, for example, University of Maryland themselves. If you try and do that, that is you having to go through a whole official process of RFPs and stuff like that. It will just take a long bureaucratic way where you won't get it. I like the aspect of going to the student organizations directly, like specifically maybe the presidents or whatever, and sponsoring them. I like the aspect of sponsoring them, but I would, to control costs, I would say sponsor them for an event, and then they also like put your paraphernalia up, like like your banners, your banners. They talk about your websites, your company, and everything, where people can go and like get some sales with like some offers as well to there, so they can promote you. I like that aspect, but I like that aspect for events versus it being all across, because that becomes money sucking really quickly. The studio part as well too. I really love that idea, and in an aspect, but I'm wondering, would it would it would it make more sense to rent a studio and have a showcase maybe once every season change, like spring, summer, winter type of thing, versus you owning like just renting it all across year round, and incurring costs over time with this brick and mortar when you may not need it. I'm wondering what you think about that. Like, what in terms of what you're envisioning, renting, like let's say maybe renting it for just like events specifically, for had to have those showcases. It could be 4 times a year. It literally could be maybe even once a year. However you may want it to go, versus renting it month on month and incurring these costs all the time, when you're not sure about the foot traffic or anything of that sort, or people coming in. Because that's the part I worry about. It's if people are not walking in, things will dry up, and then the costs will quickly start adding up on the part. So what makes more sense for you when it comes to what you're envisioning for the business, especially starting off?
I think that you mentioned a good point that I haven't thinking about. Like you mentioned, like maybe do the events like maybe seasonal, like maybe once a year, or maybe each like maybe once a month or maybe twice a month. I think that's really a good idea. I didn't think about that before, and thank you so much. And yeah, definitely, like if nowadays I do like rent a studio and to do, I don't think that's a good idea because I
Yeah.
need to pay the rent, and also there are no students at the university, so for high people it's kind of difficult too. So I want thinking about that.
Mm.
So but you mentioned like maybe I can rent the studio like once each month or something like
Mm.
could you also explain a little bit more about if I want to do that, what I should do, and also what I need to prepare? Like,
Mm.
is kind of brand campaign or
Mm.
like uh, I am also I'm not sure about that part. So could you maybe give me more
Yeah.
ideas about
Yeah.
that?
Of course. Of course. So, I mean, for any events to really um, go off really well and really work out properly, you need influence. That's the first and foremost. So in this situation, you need influence that can bring numbers to your event. So in looking at that, right now, Christina, nobody knows who you are within those spaces. But
Mm-hmm.
if you partner up with the student organizations, specifically that would be interested in like fashion or like, people that are in your core demographic. And if you also partner up with maybe some um, local fashion influencers or people that are able to move a mass amount of crowd that fits that event or that fits that idea of what you've got going for. And you can also, in turn, even partner up with some people that are outside those student organizations, but giving to a good cause. So, like maybe breast cancer or something like that, like having a showcase geared towards a cause is also a good thing where you
Mm-hmm.
just be able to tap into other people's audiences. That's the key thing here for you. Once you're able to tap into other people's audiences, even before running an ad, but just partnering with these organizations or these people to have this showcase, you're able to bring a lot of people to this showcase or to this event and all. So that now, once you're also able to have that, then from there, you're able to really stack and grow slowly and eventually as well through those means. You'll be able to have people inquire for things. And you'll say, like, for example, if it was honestly in any of them, you would say that like maybe, hey, 10% or 20% of the profits will go to this cause. Will go to the student organizations or will go to the breast cancer, like whatever, that
Mm-hmm.
would be a great thing to really start and have with that. Evidently as well too, when it comes to that, I'm not sure if it was something that grand. I'm not sure like a studio would be enough. You would probably need like maybe a grand hall or something of that sort. But something also to keep in mind in terms of the numbers with people that are also coming in there. So first and foremost, definitely influencers and people to like spearhead the show and have join you in running the show. The
Mm-hmm.
place as well too that you need to like have to get things going to make sure things are happening. You probably also, if it's a show like that, like a showcase, you'll probably also have to, of course, think about security and
Mm-hmm.
everything of that sort, those things along the lines. But all those just together, you will have a really great campaign before you even bring in a brand campaign. Then you want to have a brand event campaign. With the brand event campaign, you can run ads on Meta for people to, so Facebook and Instagram for people to buy tickets and come to it. You can have like these student orgs as well to like wear shirts or whatsoever and go across campus, inviting people with like pamphlets and stuff like that as well to come to this event, buying tickets and stuff as well. So that type of stuff, it's definitely a different type of marketing play, but I've seen that especially in your situation with stuff like that. The way you really just have a really great showcase is by partnering up with people that have that influence and you tap into that like audience and bring it over. And the moment that you put off, all you have to focus on after that is putting on a good showcase. You really getting the best dresses, the best stuff out there, and be prepared and okay to lose a little bit. By that I mean giving some things away for free, or close to free,
Yeah.
because that moment that you do that is going to be momentary, because you're going to be earning more from the people that came to the showcase. But please only do that with extreme, like the audiences and the people that you know have that buying power, because it's a different thing when you're doing giving so much value to somebody that has the buying power, where they see something, they love it, they can go and buy it themselves, versus people that they will see it, they'll love it, but they're not able to necessarily like buy. That is the thing that
That's a
you
good point.
yeah. So
Yeah.
always just do your promotions, your free stuff, like where you're essentially giving away something. Always give it to the group of people with the purchasing power versus the people that don't have that purchasing power. But yeah, I hope that helped answer your question.
Yeah, I love that idea. Thank you so much. You just enlightened me a lot. Yeah, I haven't thinking about that before. That's really a good suggestions. I love that. Thank you so much.
Of
Yeah.
course, Christina, of course. I like this a lot. I like this aspect. I like the way you're thinking about too, in terms of the e-commerce and all. But again, just really just focus on proving the business, not only proving the business, but making sure that you're profitable. Because I won't be surprised once you prove this thing, especially through, let's say, TikTok sales, and you're able to make that work and it happens, you will realize that like you could probably just stick on just TikTok sales and make a lot more money from that
Yeah. Yeah.
than from any of these other things, and just grow with that. So definitely prove the business and then make sure you're profitable from it, because over 90% of businesses are not in America. And then from there, you will have a great runway for you.
That's really a good idea. Thank you so much.
Of
I
course.
think that's really helpful.
Of
Uh,
course.
and also, coffee and coffee.
Yeah, Kofi. Yeah.
Yeah. So nice to meet you. And also,
Well,
I'm thinking about how about the neighborhood business, kind of you are only connected with the communities, because the local, the residents, because for the women apparels, you sell your stuffs, your apparels for just the local, the neighborhood. How about the neighborhood?
I like that. I like that a lot. I like so if I'm understanding you correctly, you're trying to figure out a way you can sell or get the word out there to the people within your neighborhood that you're selling these clothes and stuff, and they are able to essentially hit you up, or contact you to try and buy some. Is that correct?
Yes, that's
Okay.
right. Yeah.
Honestly, Facebook groups. So Facebook groups is so powerful. And it's very simple, and it's so powerful as to how it is. There are lots of these mom groups and stuff all across board that you can tap into. Again, people with a purchasing power. I'll give you an example. I heard a story from this guy I was talking to sometime. So he is in the roofing business. His son is also in the roofing business, and his son is making I believe $100 million a year in roofing. Now, he told me that his son came across this woman one time where they did the roof for her and all, and then he told the woman that hey, if you bring me any other women just like yourself that are looking to get their roofs done and all, and I'm able to close business with them, I will give you $1,000 as the referral fee for you bringing them off. He said that year alone, he paid that woman $100,000 at least,
Wow.
because that is how much she just brought in. And
Yeah.
literally all she did was Facebook groups, going to her mom groups and stuff, asking them, hey, do you need this? You need this? Like, this person is really great. This person is really awesome. This way you did for me and stuff. Let me know if you need it. I will get you in there. And he just got business from that. So referrals, will be your greatest game, but Facebook groups as well too. Those mom groups and stuff like that, that'll be your best bet, because not only will they buy for themselves, but they'll also buy for their children too, which is also another play you can also think about. Targeting parents
Mm,
to also get for
yeah,
their children as well. So yeah,
yeah. That's really a good idea.
yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much. I really learned a lot. Thank you.
Of course,
So,
my pleasure.
could be have you tried like kind of the e-commerce business, or because I heard like a lot of like Americans, they like sell stuff on eBay, on Amazons. So
Hmm.
would you like to share whether you have kind of experience, or there are
Yeah,
kind of yeah.
yeah. So I've done e-commerce. So I did drop shipping. That was my first introduction to
Mm,
marketing. So I did drop shipping
mm,
before. The time that I did it, I didn't like it personally. I didn't like it only because I spent $5,000 on ads
mm,
for Meta, and I made $5,000 back in the
mm,
span of like 2 months. So the same money I spent, I just got that back. No, it was completely break even. So I saw no point in it. But today, if I was to get back into e-commerce and dropshipping again, I would definitely leverage Amazon, TikTok. TikTok is like what you said with the live streaming and stuff. TikTok shop, that is the easiest way, because I just have to put time there and just talk about my products and stuff, showcase the products, how it is, how it's working, or I can pay somebody to do that for me,
mhm,
essentially, and the sales just keep coming in that way. So I'm putting in that time and I'm able to bring in the money. And I'm also relying on TikTok's algorithm. TikTok's algorithm is one of the best, if not the best out there right now. Then
mhm,
aside that as well to Amazon. Amazon's marketplace is amazing. It is just a lot.
mhm,
They will take some of their percentage and all, but it's just the name of the business. So I would also definitely leverage and use Amazon right there
mhm,
to get things going. But those two is what I would do. I would not do Meta so much right now. And honestly, in your situation, I guess I'd also even look at Pinterest. Pinterest is something that people don't think about, but Pinterest,
mhm,
a lot of moves and stuff happen at Pinterest. So that is where women are literally going there, or people are going there to put together their mood boards, put together like, their looks and stuff like that. So if your ad comes to somebody on Pinterest right there at the right time, the conversions will be through the roof. So that is what my experience and stuff, at least with e-commerce. If I was doing
mhm,
drop shipping again, if I was doing what you were doing, online sales, I would look at definitely the TikTok, prove
mhm,
that, make sure that is coming in. I'll list on Amazon. I'll price it good enough where I'll make sure I look at the math really well, so that at least I don't lose too much when I'm
mhm.
selling from there. And then Pinterest as well too. That is what I'll do.
That's a good idea. I haven't seen too much about the Pinterest. Could you tell me a little bit more about the Pinterest? It's also like kind of the apps like the Poshmark, Depot, or like.
So Pinterest is, and I will pull it up for you. So I myself as well too. I'm not a Pinterest person either. And I will also say that I have not, I have not run ads of Pinterest either as well. But I know about Pinterest because that is, and I have run ads on Pinterest because of the spaces that I market to. But I know about Pinterest a lot because of what people say about it, what in terms of the data that people always bring it when it comes to Pinterest. So let me see if I can try and let's see, coming here. So Pinterest is where, and I'll share my screen here. Okay, just let me know when you can see my screen.
Yeah, I can see. Thank you so
Perfect.
much.
Perfect. So Pinterest is like this. Literally, it's mood boards where if people are like thinking about some ideas and stuff on how to really like get some looks or whatever on there, this is where they come. So here, I literally put in simple summer nails, and these are like examples of what people have like done for their summer nails and stuff. I'm like, ooh, I like this. Ooh, I like that. So people will literally look at like different nails, and if they like it, I think it's with this. Yes, they can save it, and it will come into like a mood board on their own personal board, or they're just creating like these different looks that they want to check out sometime later, or they'll use it as inspiration, right? So I can literally come here as well too, and it goes pretty far. I can say like, for example, warm decor for house. Yeah, or warm house decor, warm home decor, or let's say comfy living room ideas, colors, home decor. And then all of this comes up. I'm like, ooh, okay, I like this. Ooh, okay, I like that. You know, this is Pinterest. This is what it does. So it is perfect for your situation here, because if, let's say, I want to say spring matching set outfit. If, let's say, I come here and I'm like, ooh, okay, I like this, I like that. But you see right there, this is something on Amazon. And I'm pretty sure if I click on this, it takes me to that on Amazon for me to buy.
Okay.
You see?
Understood.
So literally this is it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good. Thank you so much. Thank you for showing me that.
Of course.
Okay. So I think that definitely I would like to maybe today doing some research about the TikTok show, and also I heard like if you want to do the live show on the TikTok, you need to have maybe accumulate maybe certain fans or maybe the followers, right?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. So, and I'm gonna say this. I just found out about this recently when I was talking to a friend when I visited Texas 2 weeks ago. So there are these brokers that sell TikTok accounts that have a certain amount of following and all of that stuff already, that you're able to buy TikTok accounts from them, and you're able to just start live streaming. You optimize it for your profile and stuff. You're able to start live streaming and selling and all that type of stuff there. So you don't have to, because TikTok is very heavily regulated in the beginning in terms of you actually trying to get your own account prepped, primed, live and stuff. So you don't have to do that. You can go to brokers and buy TikTok accounts from these brokers, and then just live stream. And if that app gets, sorry, not app, if that like account gets banned or restricted or whatever, you can buy another one, and you just keep on going like that. Literally that. Yeah.
But also have the concern about if I buy this kind of the shop, how about like is there like any kind of the legal like
The legal aspect, yeah. Again, I'm not too sure about it. It's definitely a gray area for sure. But this is the parts where now I'm talking growth marketing tactics. These are the parts, and I'm a growth marketer, so I love stuff like this. This is the part where you leverage these tactics in order for you to grow faster without going the regular normal way, because the regular normal way is really slow. So it's like a gray area. It is not illegal. Definitely do your research. I'm not sure, but for me, like for example, when it comes to acquisition, the time that I used to do Facebook DMs and stuff like that, I would literally go and buy Facebook accounts from people, and then from brokers, and then now I'll also like use specific IPs as well too. I'll buy accounts from these specific IPs so I can able to connect to all of these accounts, so that I'm not banned, in order to reach more people to sell my services to. So it's growth marketing. It's a gray area. It definitely all depends on you if you want to do that or not. But if you want to get past the whole aspects of you need some followers, you need some fans, you need some views and all of that, so that you can start testing today, that is what I'll do. I'll just get a broker and buy that account and start with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for your suggestions. Okay. I think that's really helpful, and you really give me a lot of like the new ideas,
Right.
like especially for like the campaign,
Mm.
that kind of ideas. I really love that one because I haven't thought about that, and also for the Pinterest as well too.
Mm.
Thank you so much,
Of course,
Kofi.
Christina. Of course, of course. My pleasure. I'm glad this was helpful, and I'm really, really like wishing the best for you. I'm rooting for you. Let me know how this goes at any time. Please hop in here anytime as well in the future. When you get to the point where you want us to also run a campaign for you, literally the state pays us to do this. Just let me know as well too, and I'll connect you to the right people, and then we'll be able to build a campaign for you simply, easily, free. You don't pay for it. But yeah, I'm liking your business. I'm liking everything about it. I'm really liking how you're trying to put things together. I think you're gonna do really well with this one.
Yeah, thank you so much. Maybe sometimes I can like send some maybe giveaway for your ladies too. Maybe if she can also give me some idea
Yes,
about the
yes,
trade.
1,000%. Please,
Yeah.
when you get it started, let me know. Please hop back in here. I would definitely like to check it out, and I'll get something for her. 1,000%. I love that. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Of course,
Thank
Christina. Thank you.
you.
Have a good day.
Really appreciate you
Of course.
too.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.